look out at the boring wasteland of the Nether. You know, there's not much interesting stuff. It's all kind of similar terrain, you know, big lava lakes. But what I'm here to do today is come up with some new sort of stuff that they could put in the Nether, you know. Maybe for 1.15. I don't know. But they have recently, you know, they updated villages, they updated the ocean, you know. They're re-updating stuff, you know. They're not taking old content, you know. They're taking old content, you know. They're not completely making totally new random stuff, you know. I think the Nether is another good thing. Also caves, maybe. But right here, I got to show you, you know, here's all the Nether blocks. These two are craftable, you know. These are all the, so these 6 right here are the only blocks you can, like, naturally find in the Nether. You can also find, you know, Nether brick fences and stairs, but, you know. Anyway, here's all the stuff you can find in the overworld. And, of course, I've separated all these grass types right here, and that's not including craftable stuff and stairs and everything. And here's some stuff that spawns in like temples and, you know, bricks. You craft those. And yeah, to compare to these, and then all the ores, right? And glowstone doesn't even really count as an ore, you know. It doesn't have the same texture as most ores do, you know. These ones have stone, and these ones have netherrack, you know, as a background texture. Anyway. Yeah, so, of course, the blocks, there's not many. It's the same with these things. Like, look at this. There's nether wart, fire, and lava, right? Fire and lava you can find in the overworld, and nether wart is the only exclusive thing to the nether. Whereas all this stuff, right here, right? You can find all this stuff, and of course the coral's dead because you can't place water in the nether. But anyway, then we got some mobs. 5 mobs to be exact, but there are 45 mobs. And I saved you the effort of going through all these and counting them up, right? There's 45 nether mobs. Or not nether mobs, but overworld mobs. And then there's like, the ender dragon is the only, and shulker are the only, non-overworld, nether mobs, or end mobs. Yeah, I don't know. Anyway. So, what I think would help is to add some sort of biome variation, because there's only one biome, right? The nether biome, you know. And then they have one structure, right? If they add more structures and biomes, then that is the first step, right? So, some sort of forest, you know, here's a cool little nether tree that I designed. Probably wouldn't fit in with Minecraft's aesthetic, but, you know. There's also thinking you could have some sort of wood that would maybe craft armor, maybe, you know. But what I want it to be like is not quite as powerful as diamond, you know. Probably a protection of iron, +2 armor, +6 armor, +5. +2 again, but with an effect like the turtle shell. If you put it on and jump into lava, then you get like fire resistance or something. Yeah, that was my idea for armor. I don't know how wooden armor would work, but we also have it wouldn't be able to smelt it, and it wouldn't catch on fire because, of course, the forest would burn down if they were in the nether, you know. And you could maybe even create tools pre-enchanted or something like that. And you can make some sort of nether stick. And what I was thinking for this is, for PvP uses, maybe it would have knockback, and possibly fire aspect, because PvP on servers, you know, they have lots of knockback and fire aspect sticks, you know. Also some sort of curse that might even hurt you if you were using these, right? Like you hit something with this diamond sword made out of one of those, then it would do a tiny bit of damage to you, you know. Sort of like thorns-ish, I guess. And then probably with a power level for these within the stone and iron and durability of gold or wood for the tools, you know. Maybe a little bit better, but yeah, that's all these tree area, but also this right here. More of this sort of ores, I guess, or natural stuff like glowstone. So I was thinking some sort of rare netherrack patches, and maybe rare obsidian patches, and even rare or purpley stuff patches, kind of the same texture as this portal. Right, and what I was thinking with this purpley stuff was that it would be kind of like nether quartz and redstone, right? You wouldn't craft armor or any of the traditionally stuff. Instead, you'd put it at the corners of your nether portal. And you can see the coordinates is -2, -161, right? And we hop through here, and that should multiply by 8. 8 druple. I don't know what it would be called, but yeah. So multiply by 8. I also have stuff to show you in here, but yeah, multiplied by 8. Now, if you put the stuff in your corner, right, then when you hop through the nether right here, if there was purple stuff at the corners, right, if there's purple stuff in all the corners, then it would jump you to the exact coordinates that are right there, you see. Instead of putting you out at where it has put you at, -160, right? And it would just use you to be able to make much more faster traveling and stuff like that. The last thing that I have in the nether is this structure right here. Excuse the redstone, you know. But basically what I wanted this to be, you know, you wouldn't be able to see it from below, right? You would be totally oblivious, right? Unless you were down here, right? And in that case, you would be able to see it. You have to pillar over, you'd have to elytra over, you know. Something like that. Anyway. So have some loot, maybe. And then something like this right here. Which what I was thinking, it could be kind of like the grindstone. Except enchant Bane of Arthropods 3, right? So you get Bane of Arthropods 3. Bane of Arthropods. And you, so basically, whoops, anyway, man, there we go, okay. So you'd stick in your sword that's enchanted, and out of this slot you'd take a book, right? And it might be a lower level, right? This is 3, that you get 1 out of it, right? It might be 3 for 2, you know? But it would just be a way to recycle your items better, and they wouldn't give you XP back, you know? Maybe it would even require XP to use this thing, you know? But on from that, the actual thing this is made out of, right? Maybe quartz, you know, but also I was thinking some sort of ghost block, where if you stepped on it, it would drop you down into the lava, which is what that redstone's for. And here I have a little concept. If you see right here, I'm actually in a block right here, you can see it. And it doesn't have a hitbox, right? I can throw items in it, and they're gone forever. Unless I go in there, you know, and collect them. Actually, wait, go back there. Yeah, you can see me from inside the blocks, you know. Basically, how I've achieved this is I've taken snow layers, exactly 2 snow layers, because 1 snow layer actually does not have a hitbox. But once you go up to 2, you can see I'm raising up and down as I go up and down on the snow layer. Okay, so last thing is this. This is the last thing in this area. Basically, that's just a sort of concept-y thing. Basically, you put a gravity block on the snow, and it is almost a full block, but it's got no hitbox. Anyway, so hop through the portal here, and you can see these corners, right? They're not obsidian. Most people use obsidian for the corners. Some people don't, right? It's a little cheat hack thing, and technically you don't need it, right? But I think punishing people for this would be a really cool idea, right? So I was thinking the more blocks you have missing, the faster this would happen, and over a longer range. Basically, all the stone would turn into netherrack. All of these blocks, granite, andesite, and diorite, would turn into magma blocks. 4 blocks would turn into nether quartz, there, and dirt would turn into soul sand, right? In a radius of the nether portal, right? So you could actually create like farms and stuff, which would be really cool, where you have some sort of cobblestone generator that pushes up cobblestone, and it converts it into netherrack, and it gets blown up by a wither or some TNT duper or something like that. But you can create some really cool giant farms for netherrack, and netherrack will become a farmable resource. Anyway, so I was also thinking it could convert mobs, so you could get zombie pigmen from zombies of all variations, and of course pigs, maybe even villagers too, because they were originally meant to be villagers. There's a thing, Notch. When he originally added them to the game, they were going to be pigmen instead of villagers. But anyway, slimes would turn into magma cubes, and skeletons would turn into wither skeletons. Now for the blaze and the ghast, probably a Phantom Vex squid, something like that, because they fly. You know, squids and ghasts both have tentacles. That's not the best thing. Anyway, I had a water pool here. Where'd my water go? Okay, so basically, I was also thinking, of course, water and lava. You know, should turn into each other, right? But if we grab some lava, you can see that this is not as straightforward as you might think. Is if you place down lava, it just turns into obsidian, right? So what I was thinking is it would go over in patches, right? So like a patch of 3 by 3 area would turn into lava at once, right? If we go right here, you know, I don't know, but there would be some sort of tinkering would have to be put into the game if that was going to happen. But it would be cool to see some sort of lava generator, because you can't have an infinite lava source. But of course you can have an infinite water source. So that can make actually infinite lava sources. And at the same time, this would, you know, you'd be forced to put corners on your thing, or you could put those purple things on your corners, you know, that I mentioned earlier. Anyway, yeah, that's most of my suggestions. So, you know, if you have other ones, you put them down in the comments. You know, if you would like something like this as a new update, you also put that down in the comments, you know. Anyway, yeah, goodbye. I'll see you later.